Robert here. It's been another week, and here I am. A lot's gone on. If you follow me on Instagram, you will have seen quite a bit. I'll show some of that. I think the only administrative kind of thing is Victorian Motto Sampler is running a giveaway right now for some of the flosses. I've signed up for the monthly subscription for the Floss Club, so my first one will be in May. But I also did the giveaway, joined the giveaway. So I'll link that down below if you're interested to enter, because they look amazing. Let's get into it. So, no finishes, no FFOs. So we'll do whips. And I'm going to save the coveted Miss Peridot Fairy for the end, because I know some of you are here for her. So, whips. Stitcher's Retreat by Heaven and Earth Designs is right here. I haven't done a whole lot, but I did put a few stitches. It's working out a whole lot better on this 28 count. 1/1. So I'm liking it. It's just, as we all know, with my Peridot Fairy, I was kind of enamored and wanted to stitch on her as much as possible. Then we have my 5-season quilts spring. I haven't done a lot on this one either, because again, Peridot Fairy kind of stole the show, right? So, excuse the hoop marks, but there's where I'm at. I'm hoping to get some more done on this one, but again, Peridot Fairy's still stealing the show, even though technically she's fully stitched. She is just getting beaded. And, oh my gosh, guys, she looks amazing. I know I'm building her up. I don't foresee this being a long Flosstube video, just because I mean, they're really, I've done a lot of work and all of that stuff. There's just not very much to talk about, I guess. I haven't bought hardly anything. Actually, I don't think I've bought anything this past week. I know, shocker, right? So we'll do this one. This was my goal piece to pull it out. I'm not going to take it off the Q-snap. To pull it out and work on it. Now, it doesn't look like I've done very much since last week, but I did fill in the deer a little bit. I've done 3 or 4 rows, I think, on the deer. So it kind of fits my criteria for being worked on, you know, at least 10 stitches, and I think I've put, I don't know, 50 or 60 into this one this week. So there's that. Then did I touch this one? I don't think I did. No, I didn't touch. This was my prairie schooler. I didn't even touch it this week. Now, Peridot Fairy was being kept in my first ever project bag, but now I'm keeping these 3 projects in here that I got from Marlene. So there's that. Then what else did I work on? I didn't work on my nephew's stocking, but I did see a comment asking me to work on the burr sampler. And I pulled it out. I didn't do very much, but I did finish this column here, or this column I finished, and then I did a whole nother column, and I'm ready for the next. So I'm hoping to get this one completed, so I can give it to my sister. I think I did some more, on Heaven and Earth Designs Magnetic Cloud. So there's that. I still need to frog out that, but haven't felt like frogging it just yet. So there's that. That's my Jardin Privé Quakered Halloween. So there's that. I don't think I've done any more on that one this week. Maybe a little bit. Certainly not a whole lot. Oh, I was going to show you. So that anchor button that I showed last week and said that I was going to turn it into needle minder, I did. Not with bigger needles, or bigger magnets rather, but with the same ones. And because it's metal, it seems to work a lot better than the other ones. So there's that. Then, Stitchy bug bit me. And I have a new start. And I know what all of you guys are thinking. New start, really? Blah, blah, blah. It's my Little House Needleworks Hometown Holiday, the Tree Lot, chart number 10 from 2015. That I showed a couple videos ago that I bought. So, I kitted it up. I think I told you that last week, maybe. All DMC. And I started it. This was 32 count light blue that I had gotten from 123 Stitch, maybe. And I had got it for something else and didn't end up doing it. But there's that. So not a big start. I did, I think it's a snowflake and then the snow on top of the roof of the building on the tree lot. So there's that. And then that's it. Yeah. That's it. That's all I got for whips. Well, stitching whips, technically. Because Mira is beading. So, I posted on Instagram that I posted when I got finished with the stitching, which happened, I don't even remember what day, but it happened, and I said, you know, all I need to do is bead it, wash, and then iron. And then somebody pointed out something that I didn't think about, was that I should wash and iron it before beading, because the iron can melt the beads. And I definitely don't want that, right? So I washed her, let her air dry, ironed her, and began beading. So are we ready for this? I'll let you see the full shebang. So there she is. Now this afternoon, I haven't done a whole lot, but I got the beading done on her wand. Look at that sparkle. And then I'll stand up here. I got the beading done around her head, on her headpiece. I got the big gem sewed down. And then now where I'm at is right here, stitching one of the tendrils going up So this is catching a lot more of the sparkle shimmer that you see in real life than the picture does. So I posted a picture of this on Instagram and I wasn't too thrilled with the lack of sparkle and beautifulness. So there she is. So I was going back and forth, and I know a lot of people back when I first got her and was acquiring the beads, I had asked about it, and a lot of people recommended, I think it's Nymo beading string. It's like an invisible thread. And then somebody just recently, I don't remember who, but just recently on Facebook had finished I don't know if it was a Mirabilia or just a regular Nora Corbett. But at any rate, she finished that piece and beaded it up. And so I asked her, I said, you know, how did you bead? Because at that point I was still stitching, but I was getting close. I said, you know, I'm getting close for my Mira, and I just kind of want to know what I need to get. What she recommended was getting that she used the invisible thread similar to like a fishing line, and that she hated working with it, and that the next time she does a beading project, she's just going to use DMC, and that she's going to match the DMC to the beads that she's applying. I was going to do that until I decided it was too much work for me, because I'm lazy, to try to match up DMC and buy all the DMC and then start and stop and all of that stuff during the beading process, that I wasn't going to do it. So what I ended up doing was I picked a color that was very, very, very similar to my background fabric. And in fact, it is used right here in the center of her magic wand light, like the light emitting from her magic wand. So it's like it's that really, 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 really pale yellowy color. So I decided to use that because it's very close to the fabric color, and I'm using 2 strands to secure it. And the reason I'm using 2 strands is because it may seem like overkill. And if you guys want a more in-depth video of me showing how to do this, I can do that. But what I'm doing is, wait for it to focus, oh, it's not going to focus. So I stitch the 1X, put it through the bead. I don't know if it'll show that. Put it through the bead, and then because I've got the 2 strands, I lay one side of it over one side of the bead and the other side over the other side, and I complete the X as if I'm cross-stitching. And so then, you know, essentially I'm railroading the bead in between the 2 strands, and what it's doing is it's holding them very securely how I place them. And what I chose, what I liked, because I watched a video about it and there were so many different ways to do it, what I liked was having them all kind of lay there. I don't think you'll be able to see it. Lay there a little cockeyed, so, you know, my bead openings are going like this. So, and that's how I liked it going, and so I'm having them all do that. I don't know if you can see, like that one, maybe. It's, the openings are like this, so it's, yeah. But anyway, so that's that. That's Miss Peridot Fairy. I love her. Can't wait to get her done. But there's that. So I think I think that is all I have for this week. Have a happy stitching week. Oh, I need to pick I'm gonna say my nephew's birth sampler or birth announcement is gonna be my goal piece for next week. Oh, and then I know a lot of people keep asking me how many whips I have. Well, when I did my whip parade in 2017, or toward the end of 2017, I had 27. I just counted all of my whips, and I'm including Mirabilia, August Peridot Fairy in this because technically she's not done yet. I have 36 whips. How is what I want to know. How? I don't get it. Anyway, that'll be it for this week. If you're new here, thank you for stopping by. I hope you subscribe. If you're returning, thank you for coming back, and I will see everybody next week. Have a happy stitchy week.